Patrick Mahomes just signed off on a season that pays him more than $56 million, and that is just his paycheck. Behind a guarded gate outside Kansas City, there is a mansion with its own private football field, its own golf hole, and a pool with a swim-up bar built right into the water. That house is not even the craziest part of his life. What this man owns, drives, and does every single day sounds made up. It is not. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why people are calling Patrick Mahomes' life the most insane in all of sports. The mansion, let's start with where he actually lives. Patrick Mahomes' primary home sits in Loch Lloyd, Missouri, a gated private community just south of Kansas City. Back in 2020, he bought the raw land for around $400,000. That is it, just an empty 8-acre lot. Today, that same property is a custom-built compound worth an estimated $8 million, and the price tag barely covers what is actually inside. There is a full-size, 50-yard football field on the property, built for his wife, who played competitive soccer growing up. There is a par 3 golf hole. There is an infinity pool with a swim-up bar, a home theater, a full gym, and a wine room. Cameras from the Netflix series Quarterback got inside and showed fans a glimpse, but most of the house has never been filmed. Mahomes did not stop at one property either. He also owns a mansion in Westlake, Texas, a modern estate close to 7,800 square feet. After some security concerns came up in 2024, he quietly poured money into upgrading the privacy and protection around his main house, turning it into one of the most secure private residences in the entire state of Missouri. He even gifted his mother, Rondi Martin, a new home, and in 2025 she sold the family's original house back in Tyler, Texas, to move closer to her son. In 2020, Patrick Mahomes signed a 10-year contract extension worth up to $450 million. It was the largest deal in the history of professional sports. Since then, the Chiefs restructured it, and the new numbers are even wilder. Between 2023 and 2026 alone, Mahomes is guaranteed over $210 million, the most money ever guaranteed to one player over a 4-year stretch in NFL history. For the current season, his cash payout is expected to land around $56 million. As of early this year, Mahomes has already earned more than $230 million in career pay, and his total net worth sits somewhere between $90 and $100 million once you factor in taxes, agent fees, and everything he spends on that lifestyle. There are even bonuses stacked on top of bonuses. If he wins MVP and the conference championship in the same season, that is an extra $2.5 million. And people still bring up the time Disney paid him $5 million just for saying, "I'm going to Disney World" after his first championship. That one line was worth more than most people make in 100 lifetimes. Here is the part that should scare every other team in the league. His contract runs all the way through 2031. This man is not slowing down anytime soon. The Byzant's Empire here is where things get even more insane, because Patrick Mahomes did not just cash checks, he built an empire with them. He is a minority owner of the Kansas City Royals in Major League Baseball. He owns a piece of Sporting Kansas City in the MLS. Alongside his wife Brittany, he co-owns the Kansas City Current in the NWSL. And if that was not enough, he is part of a star-studded ownership group in the Alpine Formula One team, standing shoulder to shoulder with names like Travis Kelce and Rory McIlroy. Speaking of Travis Kelce, the two of them opened a steakhouse together in downtown Kansas City called 1587 Prime, a direct nod to their jersey numbers, designed to feel like you are walking through a stadium tunnel before you even sit down. Mahomes also formed his own investment group to bring Whataburger, a chain he grew up loving in Texas, into the Midwest for the very first time. Then there are the endorsements. Adidas alone pays him $25 million a year, and his signature shoe is being positioned as football's answer to the Jordan brand. On top of that, he has deals with State Farm, DraftKings, T-Mobile, Subway, Hugo Boss, Oakley, and more than a dozen other major companies. Experts are not even calling him rich anymore. They are calling him a billionaire in the making, and it is not all business. Mahomes runs a foundation called 15 and the Mahomies, focused on children's health, well-being, and underprivileged communities. He has worked directly with homeless outreach programs in Kansas City and partnered with organizations that support families dealing with food allergies. For a guy who signs 9-figure contracts, a huge amount of his time still goes toward kids who will never throw a single pass in the NFL. Now let's talk about what he actually drives. Because the garage matches the bank account, Mahomes owns a white Rolls-Royce Cullinan. He has a Ferrari 812 Superfast, and even a more modest Genesis G70 for when he wants to keep things low-key, if that is even possible for him anymore. He gifted his wife Brittany a Lamborghini Urus. This is a man who could buy an entire dealership, and instead he picked out exactly the cars he wanted, one by one. That family life, but here is the twist that makes his story different from most athletes at this level. Underneath every business deal and every luxury car, Patrick Mahomes runs one of the most disciplined daily routines in professional sports. He wakes up at 7 in the morning, no alarm needed. He works out for an hour and a half, hitting different muscle groups with medicine ball throws, sprint drills, and heavy strength training. In the afternoons, he winds down with golf or time on his Peloton. He even allows himself a strict window to play video games, noon to 2 in the afternoon. And once the season starts, that habit disappears completely until it is over. By 9:30 or 10 at night, he is already heading to bed, aiming for close to 10 hours of sleep. Off the field, his family life looks nothing like the private jets and swim-up bars. He and Brittany have 3 kids, Sterling Scott, Bronze, and Golden Ray, and their names all follow one theme: medals, a tradition that actually started with the names of their 2 family dogs before it ever reached their children. Just this week, the entire family showed up together at the brand new Universal Kids Resort in Frisco, Texas, right before its grand opening, proof that even with hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, Patrick Mahomes still shows up for his kids like any other dad. So when you put it all together, a mansion with its own football field, a $50 million season, ownership stakes in 4 different professional sports franchises, a fleet of cars most people will never sit in, and a 9:30 bedtime that has not changed since he became one of the richest athletes alive, it becomes pretty clear why people call Patrick Mahomes' life insane. The wildest part is that his contract does not even expire until 2031. Whatever comes next for this family is probably going to be even bigger than everything you just saw. If you want to see exactly how close he is to becoming the first billionaire quarterback in NFL history, that story is coming up right here, so stick around, VV.